Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now tonight we are looking to the daily roundup with Nina. Pardon me, tonight we are looking at the University of Namibia's Readiness program, an initiative designed to give learners who narrowly missed direct entry the skills and support they need to pursue diploma and degree studies. Now to tell us more, we are joined by Dr. Nangula Iipumbu, Coordinator of Academic Affairs and Operations at UNAM, who will explain to us who qualifies, what campuses and courses are covered, and just how the program is helping students to succeed. Welcome to Daily Roundup this evening, Doctor.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
All right, just to get into it, what is UNAM's Readiness program and where was it introduced by the University of Namibia?
Okay, the UNAM Readiness program is a government-funded program. The program was introduced and first implemented in 2024. This followed a high failure rate in the country, especially of grade 12 learners. So this initiative came to mitigate that failure rate because we had a lot of our youth roaming the streets. So this government university-funded initiative was then to provide access to higher education to these learners, particularly to the University of Namibia. So it served as an alternative pathway for these learners to go into the University of Namibia programs, academic programs, as you rightly said, undergraduate programs, be it degree or diplomas. Yeah.
Is it like an entry-level program where you first need to do that before you get to initially get into the course that you are supposed to pursue, like to get a degree or a diploma?
Okay, so this is actually a bridging program.
Okay.
Yeah, because these learners have not met the requirements for entering our actual academic programs. So we take them through a bridging program, and these are programs that are designed specifically for bridging, whereby we provide them with the skills and competencies that they need in order to be able to cope once we take them into our actual program. And it's a one-year program. So students do this for 1 year, and then we guarantee them space upon fulfilling the conditions such as passing the readiness program or the bridging program. Then we give them space into our actual academic programs.
Doctor, how does the program help students who did not meet direct entry requirements to eventually gain admission into UNAM degree or diploma programs?
Okay, so with the readiness program, we have divided it into 3 streams. Those 3 streams somehow summarizes our disciplines at the university. We have what we call the commerce stream, students who want to pursue careers in accounting, economics, and all the commerce-related subjects. And then we have the science stream for students that want to follow the science stream. And then we have the social science stream. Now, we have specifically designed these streams whereby students, when they apply for a readiness program, they would already indicate what do they want to do upon completion of the readiness program. That way, we prepare them specifically in the very stream. If somebody wants to do a Bachelor of Accounting upon completion of the readiness program, they go into the bridging of the commerce stream so that we prepare them with the specific skills. Remember, these are students that would otherwise not meet the requirements to go straight into the bachelor. So it means we need to fill that gap, whereby they don't meet the requirements. We need to fill that gap, and that's what we fill with the bridging program. And that's how, but very important is that what comes out of the readiness program is a UNAM product that can go into the actual program, because the readiness does not lead to a qualification.
Of course.
It's not a qualification that you can take, let's say, to another institution to seek admission or so, but it's straight from the UNAM bridging program into a UNAM actual program.
Indeed. So you mentioned that those that are not meeting the requirements, but there must also be certain criteria for you to be accepted in this program. Perhaps just take us through that as well.
Yeah. So these learners don't meet the requirements from grade 12. But then to provide access and to provide an alternative pathway for them to go into the UNAM programs, of course, we wouldn't have lowered the requirements to say they should come as they are. So, but at the same time, we have taken care of the fact that we want them also when they eventually qualify through the bridging route to go into our actual programs, they are also able to get funded. So because of that, we aligned our requirements for the readiness program to the NSFA funding requirements, because you would agree with me that if you produce students through the bridging course, but when they go to the actual programs, they do not have funding, you might be perpetuating the aspect of them going back to the streets. So we do have requirements that are aligned to NSFAF, and those requirements are as they need 22 points in 5 subjects. They must have done ordinary level, and they must have done advanced subsidiary level, or what we call AS. So those 2 subjects that they would have done on AS must be graded, and English is compulsory with a minimum F symbol on ordinary level. Now, we would also have students that are not from the AS or the recent system, but are learners of prior 2021, who did what we call the Namibia Senior Secondary Certificate, either ICSI or HICSI as we used to call it. We also make provision for those, as we do with all our other programs. So those ones also required to have 5 subjects, 4 on ordinary level, and 1 subject on higher level, and with a minimum of 4. And English remains compulsory with a minimum of an F symbol. But in addition to those general requirements, like I said, we take the students into different streams. Now, the different streams or the different programs would still have program-specific requirements. For example, for a student that wants to do science, you need the 2 subjects on AS. One of those must be mathematics, and it must be a D. And it will be the same. There are specific requirements for commerce and for some programs in the social sciences.
Indeed. Doctor, which campuses and academic streams are covered under the Readiness program, and why were these selected?
Okay, as you know, UNAM, we have 12 campuses across the country, and we have selected 5 campuses to offer the Readiness program. These 5 campuses are, in other words, at every region where we have our campuses. We have we offer Readiness program at our Katima Mulilo campus, Commercetown campus in Windhoek, Oshakati campus, Rundu campus, and Southern campus. So we offer all the streams at all the 5 campuses. And students can do the Readiness program at any of these 5 campuses, whichever they choose. However, when they eventually pass the Readiness program and are ready to be enrolled into our actual programs, they need to relocate wherever a certain program is offered. Yeah, for example, if a student wants to do nursing, they need to know it's done at Oshakati campus, Windhoek campus, or Southern campus. They cannot, for example, want to do it at Commercetown campus, because our Commercetown campus, we don't offer nursing. And to make it easy for the students, when we advertise the Readiness program, as the period is open now for applications, that application is that document with the application is very, very comprehensive. It outlines all the programs that students have access to after their Readiness, and specifically where these programs are offered, so that students can make the right choices, because we know students are faced with many challenges. There's accommodation here and there. So, but once they know where the certain programs are offered, they will choose accordingly.
And what outcomes or success stories has UNAM seen from previous Readiness programs participants who progressed into the mainstream studies?
Okay, that's the most beautiful part of the Readiness program thus far. Like I said, we implemented this program now. It's been 2 years now. 2026 will be our 3rd year. Now, for 2024 and 2025 cohorts, as we speak, we have over 1,000 students that have made it into the UNAM actual programs, who would have otherwise not have gotten that chance. It's such a golden opportunity indeed. And if you speak to the students, they are really, really overwhelmed with gratitude because Readiness program just came to provide this golden opportunity where these students who never thought they would land in the UNAM premises on the UNAM corridors are now having access, and they are studying in our actual qualifications.
And in terms of fees, is it still the same as when you are paying for your course that you are studying or pursuing?
I would say it's still the same in terms of what the courses cost, in the Readiness courses. But like I said, it's fully funded for the students. Students don't pay registration fees. Students don't pay tuition fees. The Readiness program is fully funded. And once they progress to our actual programs, they now have the benefit of subsidized education, especially that we have now aligned the Readiness requirements to the NSFF requirements so that the students can be funded, because they still need to qualify if they need to receive they need to benefit from the subsidized education.
The important question is, can they still go and register? Because UNAM closed with some of their registration today, I believe. So is this program still open for students to come and register?
Yes. You're right that the registration for all other programs closed today, but for the Readiness program, registration is still open until the 20th of February. And our application is easily accessible on our UNAM website, which is www.unam.edu.na. We do make provision for students who may struggle with online applications, because we prefer online applications. They may work in at any of our campuses and they can get assistance with applications.
Indeed. Doctor, before we let you go, any advice you would like to give to prospective applicants or students that are coming to register for this program?
Yeah, definitely. I have just said what a golden opportunity it has been for those that have gone to the UNAM actual programs through this bridging course or the Readiness program. So I would definitely encourage all the learners out there who are at home, who have done a grade 12 in the new system, who have done ordinary level and AS level, but have not met the requirements to go straight into an undergraduate qualification, that they should please take up the opportunity. It's a fully funded program. It's a program that is widely available across the country at 5 campuses. I should mention that the Readiness program does not, however, provide access to professionally regulated qualifications, but otherwise to many other undergraduate qualifications. It's really an opportunity worth trying.
Indeed.
Yeah, it opens opportunities and gives a bright future.
Indeed. Yeah. Dr. Iipumbu, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us on this important program.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. That was Dr. Nangula Iipumbu, Coordinator of Academic Affairs and Operations at UNAM, just unpacking what the program entails and who can qualify. We will be back with more conversations after this break.